were denying entry to people?
Because that's how they were transferring the cast members from one building to the other. They were using the skywalk, so I don't know if we're allowed to use it or not.
Oh, but they only deny like sus people, right? Like you. Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that comes out of the crapshoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host.
Get back here, JD. I'm chasing you to the ends of the earth.
I call him James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that.
It's weird.
A lot of things have happened this week, huh, James?
I'm on my phone.
Right. So, James' audio quality is going to be a little bit bad. Just because James is not where he usually is, right?
Whoa, where am I?
Where are you, James?
Somebody help me. I don't know where I am.
39.
I woke up in a tub and I have a scar above my appendix. Somebody help.
So we talked about this last week, but
yeah.
But I maybe people don't watch the weekly episodes. But if you don't know, James is at what?
Oh, I'm saying why don't they?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're just busy.
Who wouldn't watch the weekly episodes?
Sometimes they just. Sometimes an episode's just.
Tell me their names. Is it Fortniter?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't know their names really. All I know is that you're
at RTX 2022.
Right, RTX 2022. If anyone doesn't know, that's the Rooster Teeth Expo. So if you're a huge Rooster Teeth fan, you'd be at Austin right about now. So
feeling pretty nutty in the Rooster Teeth sauce.
Exactly. How's Austin, James? You love it?
Hot as shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is the summer, so.
Too fucking hot.
It is the summer, and I didn't know this, but apparently Texas is pretty high in humidity.
I didn't know that.
Or how much humidity is there? Do you know?
I haven't looked it up. I've just been suffering.
But it is more humidity than what we're used to, right?
Oh, bad. Oh my god, it's so bad.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of humidity, really.
It's like, it's not physically hot. Like, it's not physically making me feel hot, like my skin.
Yeah.
It's how wet it is that's like making me feel hot.
Even if
it's humid and everything, but it's
even if it's not like hot in humid places, you'll feel sweaty anyway because of just the moisture in the air sticking to you. So,
dude, yesterday. And I talked to you about this, but when I transferred, because I luckily was able to get a room in the hotel that's literally right next to, because it's like, again, attached by a sky bridge and stuff. It's just one,
it's like connected
little ways over. Going into the convention yesterday, because I had to. There was such a series of events that I didn't get into the convention for the longest time, and I didn't bring my I brought my camera equipment with me all day yesterday, which was my biggest mistake. I'm across the way. I could just come back and get it, but it just didn't click to me. I'm just like, I need it. I need it for what I need. But I didn't like leave it, so I had it with me, and so I was walking all over the place. I had to go several streets down to a CVS to get a COVID test to make sure I was COVID free before going into the convention.
Right.
Which, I'm going to be honest, I don't know how much I fucked up that test.
What? How could you fuck up the test? What's the test like?
I think you're supposed to do it in like a very specific way, and I did it in like what I thought it was saying, but I didn't read all the full instructions. I was just in such a rush.
You did a COVID test without reading the instructions.
No, I read the instructions. I just didn't read everything. So the instructions, I saw it say like, you have to swirl it around 5 times. You have to pick it up and sorry, I would set my phone down. You have to pick it up and squeeze the bottle while you're like swirling it around and stuff.
You have to chug the weird substance that it came with, and
you have to shake it around and
snort up the powder that
it 5 different people.
Just snort the powder that it came with once every 2 hours, and you feel real good after about 30 minutes.
I'm feeling pretty getting hot.
I feel like kind of woozy. So you're how's the convention so far though?
It's not bad. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It would be a lot better if I wasn't here alone.
Why
Been
you
my
just?
biggest.
Is there things that you just? Is there things that you could do if another person was with you, or
I could probably get through most situations a lot easier. I wouldn't be
situations?
shutting down like
Situations, James?
mentally. I wouldn't be
I don't know.
shutting down
I mean,
mentally.
you sent me a picture of you with that one guy you keep telling me about.
Eric Badur,
Eric Badur. Yeah, that guy.
the Babadour.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him in anything, but you're a big fan of him, so yeah,
Yeah,
I saw the picture you took with him. It looks pretty good.
It's Eric Badur. It's Nick Schwartz, who's in the Monkey Mask,
Yeah.
and Jordan Schweers, who's the guy that's behind me. And
Uh huh.
I gave Nick and Jordan some Face Jam signs. And the thing is, I didn't know Nick was going to be there, and apparently they didn't either. So I didn't bring Nick one.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
so I felt like a big asshole just giving them two signs and then giving Eric another sign while Nick still didn't get one. And then
Yeah, well,
I
fuck that
tried.
guy, right?
He doesn't even talk. His whole gimmick is that he just makes monkey noises and drinks sauce.
Wow, dude.
But yeah, I tried getting to them at the Face Jam panel, which I sent you a picture of Michael Jones at.
Uh, yeah.
What do you think happened in that picture? Like, what do
You
you
know,
think?
I can't even tell that's Michael Jones in that picture. It's like a is it a picture of a screen?
It's a picture of a screen that they were projecting him onto.
Yeah. What happened was, what, it just glitched out and his face went like that?
No, that's how his face was looking.
Okay. He was in the middle of a certain shoot or a video or something, and they painted his
No.
face.
No, it happened in that moment.
It happened in that moment.
It happened in that moment.
Somebody walked up and decided to paint his eyebrows.
It involves Eric Badur.
Eric Badur came up and painted his eyebrows.
No, he painted Eric Badur's hair.
Yeah.
So the full story is Eric Badur is like going gray in his hair, and you can see on like his temples and his eyebrows. And, like,
yeah, isn't he like almost
stuff.
90 now?
No,
crazy.
He's only 2 years older than Michael.
Yeah, isn't he like 90 something now? Like 97? Man's almost hitting that centennial age, you know what I'm saying?
He's only like 2 years older than Michael, and Michael has been getting him so hard about having graying hair and stuff. So,
oh, of course. At first it was the balding, and now it's the graying. The two-hit combo.
So Michael's on stage with him. Oh.
Good?
Yeah, for some reason my headphone just went, call ended.
Oh, but it was not this call.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. It really caught me off guard. But yeah, Michael
Someone was listening in on our conversation here.
Somebody's listening.
FBI, your FBI, your FBI agent.
Our FBI agent Eric,
which has been keeping a closer eye on you recently, but that's for another day. It's a story for another day.
So
what, he took that the black paint, and
yeah, like he had a can of black hair paint that he used when he was doing like their hardcore Monopoly series. He painted his hair jet black.
Yeah.
So he had a ton left over, so he just got up and grabbed Eric and started painting Eric's hair black. But there was so much overspray on Eric that it just made him look dirty, and it was like all over the top of his ear and like his side of his forehead and stuff.
That's awesome.
And so then Michael's like, here, I'm going to show you how it's done since you don't want me to do your eyebrows. So then he just takes and just starts spraying it across his face.
It's like, dude, you're getting it all over my ears and stuff. That's not how you do it. This is how you do it. He just sprays him in the face directly.
No, Michael sprays himself because Eric wouldn't let him spray his eyebrows. So he's like, here, I'll show you what it would look like.
I see.
And he makes that face at the camera and just says, I'm Gus.
Oh, I see. All right. Well,
Look how
now
great
that
his
little
forehead is.
introduction's out of the way, there's some things I do want to talk about. Mostly it's
Yeah.
going to be talking about the panel, but you told me you wanted to remind you to talk about the hunt for Stoney's Pizza.
Oh my God! Don't get me started on Stoney's Pizza. I'll never shut the fuck up about how much I hated trying to find Stoney's
We're going to
Pizza.
talk about it for like an hour, Stoney's Pizza. You know,
Dude,
that one guy who always likes it when we go on tangents. It's gonna make another comment, be like, you know, I really did like this episode where we talked about Stoney's Pizza for an hour. You know, you guys are really funny and stuff, but I really hate the background music and also the way he's talking about Stoney's Pizza.
It's my favorite guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. All right, well, what about Stoney's Pizza?
So so that was on like Friday or something.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
It was yesterday?
Yesterday. Yesterday is Friday.
Oh, Thursday. Okay, so I sent you that on Friday. That's weird.
Yeah,
no,
and?
This place has ruined my perception of time. Like, hours go by in minutes. But it's so fucking weird. But I was trying to find somewhere to eat because when I first landed here on Thursday,
weren't you starving like all the time here?
Dude, I haven't eaten enough food. I haven't eaten enough food since landing because I don't want to walk anywhere anymore because it's too hot out. And I'm broken.
And what, you can't Uber because you're in a hotel? Doesn't a hotel have service?
I am ordering food. It's just like I don't have the time to order like breakfast because it's like I wake up and then I realize like how much time has elapsed since I woke up and like the convention's starting. So I'm just there and I'm going and stuff. And their panels like start immediately at 10 o'clock now and everything. So it's like,
yeah.
And it's like a different time scale here. It's
okay,
like
I
what
see.
we think is late in the day is early in the day for them, and all the late in the day stuff is early.
I see.
It's just like a mixed up time scale, so I'm not used to it. And so it's like on Thursday I landed here, I hadn't eaten anything, and I was just going out trying to find the fucking pizza place so I could eat. I didn't want to go to a bar because I hadn't eaten anything all day.
Well, you tell me you don't like bars?
The wise man gets drunk on an empty stomach. I sent you that.
Drinking on an empty stomach, I think, is what you said.
Yeah. After meeting Eric, Jordan, and Nick, I got a cup of Voodoo Ranger from the booth they were at, just drank it. I'm like, man, this is going to go great with the nothing I've eaten today. But yeah, like I kept getting approached by guys like at the bars that were trying to like just bring people in, like alcohol.
Here, take a drink. Take a drink, my friend. Take a drink.
Yeah, I'm just
you look like you need a drink, like, and then you're just like a sweating like mess. You look like you need a drink. Hey, at least you were hydrated, you know.
You sure you want something to eat? You want some alcohol? That alcohol will rehydrate you. It definitely won't make you even more dehydrated.
Yeah, go ahead, dude. Drink. Hey, hydrate yourself. Here, have a vodka. It's like you're already dehydrated from all the sweating and they're handing you alcohol.
I feel like I'm trying to find this place and I got like several fucking guys going, alcohol. Want alcohol? hey, fucker.
Hey, you look like you need a drink.
You look like you need a drink.
Hey, James, you got time to go to the big drink tonight?
Yeah, I was like, time for a big drink? A time for an extremely small drink.
Wow, well, you know, that was a very interesting talk about Stoney's Pizza.
No, I guess I'm getting through it because I'm trying to find it and everything. Mm-hmm. And it's taking me forever, and it's just like I'm getting annoyed because everybody's just going, you want alcohol? Because it's on 5th Street.
What is Stoney's Pizza? Is it just a pizza place?
It's just a pizza place.
Is it fast food or?
It's right next to us and everything. So I'm like, I'll just go get food. I'll go get pizza because I'm in the mood for pizza now. Because I'm thinking about pizza, so I just want to get like a slice of pizza and be done with it.
Yeah, because you know you're starving and could use the calories.
I'm starving. I didn't eat anything at the airport because I was so scared that the moment I got up, they would like immediately be like, we're boarding.
Ah, of course. But, you know, that didn't happen for a while.
It didn't happen.
And then, you know.
But I'm a paranoid little man.
A little man?
I'm a little man. I've officially regressed into my little man mentality.
Yeah, you know, I'm thoroughly amused that you're in social situations which you can't handle and it's stressing you out mentally, but
Yeah,
in like
when everybody
actuality,
gets
nothing
escalated,
bad is happening.
nothing bad happened. It's just I noticed one little thing about myself, and then I just hyperfixate on. I'm like, everybody else is noticing that too, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, it's totally
And that
not like
happened. That happened today when I was
it's
riding
totally not like
my
a
bike.
like an actual mental condition you have, and I'm making fun
I
of
think I
it
do.
without knowing that you have a mental condition.
When I was recording the video, I'm like, I don't have ADHD. You can't prove it. I'm not going to get tested. You can't prove it.
Meanwhile, we were filming like that. We were doing that SCP multiplayer stream, and I was trying to focus on objective. Like, all right, let's go get this key card. And you're like, ooh, what's over here? Oh, look, I'm in a different server, JD. I'm in a different server.
Look, I'm in a server. They're telling me about the dark one.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
But okay, so I'm trying to find Stoney's Pizza. And I can't find it. And then like it's telling me it's inside of this like weird fucking like what looks like an apartment complex.
In
But
an
it's like all these
apartment.
different businesses under a very specific name.
Oh,
And
is
it's
it
like
just
it's
like
telling
a
me
business building?
no, but it's like a gated one, like if you were to enter like an apartment like complex.
Oh,
And the
that's
buildings
weird.
look like apartments and everything, but they have like fucking names on them, but it's like it's gated and there's only one entrance and it's like kind
It's
of open and stuff.
gated. Yeah.
And so I enter because I'm like, it's really weird that it's like in this weird corner that you got to go to. So I'm walking around, and then I'm looking, and I'm like, it's not here at all. And then like this guard comes out, and he's like, "Hey, we're closed." And I'm like, what is this?
Wait, what
What
time were
even?
you looking for this pizza place at?
Like 5 o'clock.
I guess they could be closed at 5.
I don't know.
Hey, we're closed.
The problem.
Well, I mean, it's because you're a
is,
sus dude, right? So obviously, he has to come out and say that to you.
yeah, I'm like in this courtyard. It's got like trees and a bunch of benches and shit. And that's why I'm like, this is a fucking apartment complex courtyard. And I'm like standing there. I'm like looking around. He's like, we're closed. And I'm like, do you know where Stoney's Pizzeria is? And he goes, it's across the street. I'm like, no, the fuck it isn't.
It's right there. And he like points across the street. You look over at his giant sign that says Stoney's Pizza, come here to eat.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't across the street because I'd been standing out there looking for it and walking back and forth. And
Well, I mean,
went back out,
everyone knows that you're the
around,
best at focusing for things, right?
Stoney's Pizza. There is no Stoney's Pizza, JD. Stoney's Pizza doesn't.
There is no Stoney's Pizza. There is no Warren Bossig say.
There is no Stoney's Pizza in Austin,
There is no
Texas.
Stoney Pizza in Austin, Texas. There is no Stoney's Pizza across the street.
So then, JD, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, fucking smart man over here. I'm like, well, I'll just go to one of these bars and eat.
Sure.
But every bar I walk into, they just stare at me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, surprise! The bar was Stoney's Pizza.
No, I couldn't find it. I just
Oh, so
could not
Stoney's, you
find
just
it.
couldn't find Stoney's Pizza? Just not there?
It was just like a half hour of walking up and down the street, looking at every single building, trying to find it, and no, it
that
doesn't
sucks.
exist. And I hadn't eaten anything, and I was so hungry. So I was like, I'll just go to one of the bars. I didn't want to go to the one that had the guy standing outside going, alcohol. Yeah, alcohol.
Free
Alcohol?
samples of alcohol.
Anyone want some alcohol over here?
Hey, you look like you could use a drink.
Hey, yo, you looking thirsty.
We provide food that's
You look like
just
you haven't
just
eaten
as
in
good
about
as the
24
big
hours.
drink, maybe even a little bit worse.
You look like you're coming up on 20 hours straight of not eating or drinking anything.
20 hours is
Alcohol?
nothing, James. Just a little fast, you know? Some Ramadan, you know?
Oh, gee, I don't normally just not eat stuff. Like I'll have something and like.
Well, like a normal human being?
Like at night.
Yeah.
And I just don't normally like not eat for that long and everything. It's like I wasn't feeling like super hungry, but it was like I hadn't had anything at all.
Feeling weak,
I
weak
was
in the
just
knees.
I was just trying to straight line my whole journey as much as I could. Like I didn't stop to eat anything at the airports or stuff. It was just about getting to the places, getting checked in, making sure I was there and everything, just settling down, just getting used to it, and then going out and stuff. And even then, I was like, this just isn't my speed for stuff. So it was a lot of like high tension and just like nothing to keep me going.
High tension.
So then I tried going to the bars, and that didn't work, JD. Because
Going to the bars didn't work.
no, because like I just like couldn't like do anything. Like I'd go in and I'd like try like there wasn't like somebody being like, oh, you can sit there or there or anything. And like anytime I walked over
Well,
to
I mean,
somewhere,
isn't a bar situation where you just sit anywhere you want, anywhere that's open?
yeah, I did. No, nothing happened.
But they don't have like servers, right?
They do.
Oh, and you didn't like flag one down, or?
I tried, JD. Like I'm saying, I tried. They just stared at me for a while, so I
Well,
just
maybe
got
you
up.
should have pulled that. I don't know if this is like a. I think this is a TikTok trend thing where it's like that. It's this bit where it's like your friend who can't be low key, so he's like, hey, there's someone looking at you from like across the street, but like don't look over at them. It's like weird. And then he's like, yeah, okay. And then like he looks, then like it pans away from him for a second, then it pans back, and the dude's just like standing right in front of the other person, staring at him. Maybe you should have just done that to the server. You should have just walked straight up to one and be like, hey, can I have something to eat?
No,
and then the server will turn around and be like, no. Just like the SpongeBob conch. Can I have something to eat?
So,
no.
There's a Target across the street from me, like over there and shit.
Yeah. A Target?
A Target.
Did you eat at the Target's like built-in? Did that Target have like a built-in cabinet?
I was very tempted to just like grab a fucking like some sort of food from there and eat, but I was like, no. It's Austin, Texas. I can find good cuisine.
I thought you were going to be one of the people who unironically eats at the Target, like Target food court, which is just like one restaurant.
They don't
like a McDonald's or something.
So it's not a normal Target, JD. It's not like the Target by us. It's so small. It's so small.
The small Target?
It's so fucking small. It's like smaller than a normal CVS.
Oh, the misery. Everyone wants to be my enemy. That's just you in Austin, Texas, singing that song everywhere you go.
Oh, the misery.
Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy.
I've been seeing a lot of Arcane cosplayers here as well.
A lot of what?
Arcane.
Well, I mean, I think Arcane cosplayer is going to be like everywhere for the next year.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying because we were singing the theme song to Arcane.
Oh yeah, you know, funny enough, I found that song, and I never watched Arcane, so I was listening to a song like this sounds like another song that it's Imagine Dragons. Of course, it sounds similar. I don't know why, but I listened to like 2 Imagine Dragons songs, and they both sound kind of similar.
Is it that and Radioactive?
Yeah, I think so. Because it's just on that one is always on the radio for some reason.
Oh. But so once I was finished at Target, because I had to buy like batteries for the like voice recorder thing and everything, which I didn't realize I already had batteries in it, so I didn't need to get new ones. But I have now extra batteries.
Cool.
I
always
bought that,
prepared.
Like, some other supplies and stuff.
Always
and
prepared.
Then I saw in the distance like a Titan looking over the wall.
Yeah.
A Wendy sign. Looking up over some building.
Wendy's.
Because it's almost a mixture of how fucking hot and just destroying it was. It was just like.
I mean, you make it sound like it's absolutely like the worst thing ever, with the heat and is it like as bad as when you were at Disney World?
No, this is worse. I think
it's worse than when you were at Disney World.
I'm not getting sunburnt. The problem is with Disney World, I just got sunburnt. I knew that would happen.
Well, it's because it's like a strong sunlight, right? Is it cloudy in Austin, or?
It's not cloudy. It got dark out of nowhere for like a second, but it doesn't do that normally. But my problem with Disneyland is that I knew that my family would want to stand in the sun because they're a bunch of fucking weird psychopaths, and that I would be the one.
Well, I mean, they want that vitamin D, you know. Bunch of weird psychopaths.
They were like, you know when we should go? The middle of the summer. The middle of the summer we should go. We should stand directly in the sun.
Yeah, best time of the year to go, man. Is when you can literally die of heat stroke outside.
Don't go on the colder days or anything. Oh.
Ah, fuck the cold days.
Why do something logical? For my family.
Logical? Family? In the same sense?
Logical? With the family? No way. Cruising to the
Disney World.
I went to Wendy's and I got stopped by a homeless man on my way who was asking me for the time. And so I told him, and then he's like,
it's time for you to get a phone. And then you walk away.
No, I gave him like a few dollars because he needed bus fare and everything. And then just like every time I saw him, because I had to walk back past him after getting Wendy's, every moment after that, like while I was waiting for the light to change, like across the street because he's right at the light and everything, to get to the Wendy's, he just like stared at me, just kept going, "Thank you.
You're a good man. You're a good man, you know. I appreciate the $2 they gave me. Thank you.
Hey there.
Thank you."
Hey there.
Just an oblivion NPC.
Yeah, he literally, I'm not joking, he just kept repeating the same three like phrases. He genuinely did turn into an NPC.
Dude, you'd be surprised at how many people just are NPCs.
There was another homeless guy that was like eating food while I was looking for Stoney's Pizza, and I walked past him and he had said something. I didn't hear him though. I didn't think he was talking to me, so I just kept walking. And he goes, "Hey kid," and I like kind of stop and like look back.
He said, "Hey kid" to you?
Yeah. I had my mask on. Full fairness, I had my mask on, so it was a bit scary.
Okay, because I was like, he said, "Hey kid" to like a person who looks like a full-grown man with a full-grown beard.
A moment happened like that today where a guy went, "Are you one of those guys who looks 22 but is secretly 45?" And I'm like, the complete opposite, sir.
The complete opposite, sir.
Run. And I look 80.
Yeah. Apparently, people have they have mixed opinions on how old I look. So.
Yeah, you look like a 90-year-old person.
Some people think I look 14, and some people think I look 16. It's just.
Dude,
crazy.
There are so many people here who have your short haircut.
Yeah.
The fucking hoodie, glasses, and the same exact mask that you do. Like, I swear to God,
mask?
there's just so many.
Well, I mean, a blue mask is not. It's not an uncommon mask.
Yeah, but it's like the same kind of like mask.
I mean, I don't know if you realize this, James, but I'm like the most average person in the world.
No.
I have the exact average height. I have the exact average height of a Chinese man.
I'm specific look to you, and like every time I saw one of them, I'm like, "That's JD's look, you son of a bitch! You fucking copycat."
No, James, my look is the most default look a person could have. I think I'm the most common looking person in the world because I'm Chinese, and most people in the world are Asian.
I forgot to make my I see JD as the main anime character joke when I saw Chute.
I'm Asian, so I'm part of the most common most common group in the world. I have the exact same. I'm shitting you. I'm not shitting you. I have the exact height of an average Chinese man.
Right
I have the exact height of an average Chinese man. Black hair, black eyes.
I'm shitting you.
I'm going to shit yourself. Da, 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 da.
Close the window now. Okay. But yeah, like fucking homeless guy stopped me like, "Hey kid, thanks for conversating with me," and then he cackled as loud as I've ever heard somebody cackle in their entire fucking lives.
The whistling?
No, cackled like
okay. I thought you said cat called, and I was like, huh.
No. Cackled.
Okay.
Yeah, he did one of those. It was like the loudest, most like gritty one I've ever heard.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone anyone's laugh be a cackle normally. Like their default laugh is a cackle.
I think it might be his. If it wasn't for the 20 cops on horseback parading up and down the street, I don't know how safe I would have felt.
Hell yeah.
As well as the 2 ATV cops who kept doing cool turns. Hell yeah, City of Austin, best place ever.
Hell yeah, Austin. Hey, shout out to all the people who live in Austin. I might move over there if there's I might move over there if there's a if there's good like job offerings for software engineers.
Hey JD, you want to go intern at Rooster Teeth?
As a software engineer?
me and you, man. Me and you.
Yeah, you know, I'll be a back-end software engineer, so I won't show up on the videos.
You'll be working on the video game that they got coming out for Ruby.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's not a joke. That's a real thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got a video game coming out. It's called Arrowfell.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
yeah, don't they have that Ruby anime that's coming out, which is a legit anime?
That already did come out.
Oh, it already came out?
The English dub is what's coming out next.
Ah, okay. So it is all Japanese, I guess, so because it's the anime.
It's made Japanese first.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
It's actually, dude, the fighting is so good. It's like very surprisingly good how like smooth it is.
The animation is pretty good. Yeah, I saw like a little clip of the main character Ruby fighting some like gangsters in a shop or something.
Yeah, that's a recreation of the first episode of the show.
Yeah, I think I had some like I was watching that. I was like, I seem to remember something that looked like a scene that something like this. In
Ruby. Weren't we gonna do a Ruby like reaction for you? Like you'd watch all of Ruby as a follow up to this coming out or something?
Maybe, I don't know, or maybe we just watch the new Ruby, the Ruby anime.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, yeah, I guess you can add it onto the list of things that you're gonna watch. See, you like this reoccurring bit where I say we add it onto the list of things we watch, but then we never watch anything on the list.
What was the thing? Oh yeah, I added Guyver to the list.
Right, you said that was at the front of the list, but you say that to every new thing that we add.
It came to the front of the list because it's like genuinely top tier. Ruby can go right behind.
I mean, you literally say that on every new thing that we add to the list.
No.
We should add this to the front of the list.
Ruby, the newest thing, goes behind it.
Okay, I see.
You have to use your brain, JD.
Sorry, I don't like to do that very often.
JD,
it's just easier not to.
I know you're a dumb motherfucker, but you just gotta...
It's funny you say that because just the other day I got an email from my college saying that I'm on the dean's honor roll when I've never talked to the dean or anything. So there's just a congratulatory email. It's like, congratulations, you're part of the very few minority on the dean's honor roll. Continue to be a great student. Like, okay. I'm like, okay. I'm paying all this money to go to. Well, I guess I'm not really paying that much money. In fact, I'm not paying any money to go to college. But yeah, I mean, it's expensive to go to college. Might as well do good in the classes, you know. Just do good, idiot. That's my advice for college students.
Stupid motherfucker.
Just do good.
Hey,
you. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Alcohol.
Do good.
The panels have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, how many panels have you been to?
I think I've done at least 2 a day.
2 a day
so far. Yeah, I've been able because I'm doing one early in the morning, and then like I'm doing a podcast in between, and then the other one.
Hell yeah.
I didn't get anybody to walk up to me today. I got scared by two spider. Huh? So there's been these reoccurring characters I've noticed in the past 2 days so far. There's been actual real life death.
Okay.
2 Spider-Men. And so far that's about it of like the people who are reoccurring, but like the way that they like just appear to me is terrifying because
so people are cosplaying as PS stuff at the at RTX.
Yeah, there's a ton of cosplayers.
And one of them is Death, and 2 of them are Spider-Man.
Yes, dude. There's so many. There was Jack Sparrow today as well. Topical. But like, yeah, yesterday I got like startled by real life death because I was like, I wonder what's outside this window right next to me, and I just see
I want to take
death.
a pic. You open up the windows, it's death.
That's basically
I'm coming
it.
for you.
It like startled me. I'm like, it's like not even like
Whoa.
it's not even like a bad like spirit Halloween one. It's like he has like a fully textured like cloak and like old, it's like very old timey sort of. He's got like a realistic scythe and like a proper skull mask and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go to this Rooster Teeth Expo. And then
Nice.
there's these two kind of like lanky Spider-Men who just like keep appearing. And I'm like, mentally, I'm like,
They just show up out of nowhere.
yeah, mentally, I'm like, when I edit this, I have to put the Spider-Man 3 theme over it, and every time they show up in the camera.
Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. But like if it's like a subtle appearance, you play the like the calm version of that song. Because there's like multiple versions of that theme where it's like
it's like
the main one, which is the
versions of the same thing.
Yeah, the main one is the like orchestral like da-da-da-da-da, with all like the violins and stuff. But like the other one is like the really calm one. It's like da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like played by wind instruments.
But when I was about to start recording today, immediately like I just hear like the Spider-Man 3 theme song playing in real life.
Oh, you hear someone playing a Spider-Man 3 theme?
Playing it, and I'm looking around. I'm like, what is that? Like,
what's going on?
But I can't because of the song. And then I look over and it scares me because they're like extremely close to me walking by. It's just these two lanky Spider-Man just walking.
That's funny.
There sadly is no alcove to film in, so I'm just recording in like side of the hallway.
I see. Oh yeah, aren't you doing that thing that we did at the Level Up Expo where you're just setting up shop somewhere and then having random people come in to talk with at the as like podcast style?
Yeah, I was too scared today. I genuinely, I don't know what it was, but I just like,
yeah, that's weird because generally you're the one who's like trying to drive the all the strangers toward us when we were filming.
And you know, I kind of wanted to do that yesterday too, but
all your social weirdness just disappears when you're in front of the camera and also in front of and next to strangers.
When I'm alone, and I have nobody else that I can just bounce this stuff off of.
Hell yeah!
Paranoid.
Yeah, it's pretty weird doing a solo podcast, huh?
Yeah, it is. But I'm tomorrow. I'm not going to let myself be scared. I'm going to.
Oh, really?
When I order,
do you control that though, or does your mind control that?
Tonight, when I order my food, it gives me like an option to have them stop by 7-Eleven to pick me stuff up. So
you should ask the guy who gives you the food to do a podcast with you. Hey, man, you should go up and ask Michael Jones to do a podcast with you, dude. It totally won't be awkward. He totally won't put him in a situation where he's like he doesn't want to be an asshole and be like, no, what the hell are you talking about? And also have to let you down gently, like, no, you know, I'm kind of busy and I don't know.
That's too bad, man. You're just gonna have to come.
Well, that's too bad. You're just gonna have to do it with me now, huh? You're gonna have to do the podcast.
JD, I'm sorry. I already booked you a ticket. You got
it's like you arrive there and then like the first day you're like, you know what? I really want JD to be here too. Then you're just like, JD, I booked you a ticket. You're flying here today. Tonight, get onto the plane.
You know what? That would have been pretty funny.
It would have been really funny and also like the most jackass thing to do, where it's just like, you know, I bought you a ticket. Whether or not you want to go or not, I've already bought you a ticket. You're gonna have to do it, or else $1,000 have been wasted. So you're gonna come here or you're not.
So this asshole thing, because it's like forcing you to come, like, fuck whatever your schedule is. You're flying to Austin, Texas.
You're going to Austin, Texas. Get out of town.
The moment you get out of the
airport. Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I'm just not gonna let myself be scared tomorrow. I'm gonna order.
Yeah, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
Option have them go to like 7-Eleven to pick stuff up. So I'm gonna get.
You're gonna toughen up. You're gonna do it.
I'm gonna ask them to buy me some more masks because I was only given like 4 masks by my family when I was like getting out of the car. They're like, "Here's a bunch of masks," and I wouldn't
imagine not having a reusable mask like me.
I forgot to bring it, and they're just like, "Here's a bunch of masks," and I sweat through them all.
Yeah, because
the one today was the worst because it had like a giant like blot on my nose where like all the sweat had come and collected.
Yeah,
and it was very gross, and that's what like I hyper fixated on the whole time. That's why I got like too scared to talk to other people.
I'm sure if I ever go to Austin, Texas, it won't be as bad as China. Because man, dude, it's because when you were telling me about how like hot it is or like humid hot it is, I'm like it gave me flashbacks when I was like a kid and I had to go visit my relatives in China. Because I shit you not, China is like it's like 50% humidity at like 100 degrees. So it's like I don't know if you know this, but humidity makes temperatures feel a lot warmer than it is normally. So like
I don't know how to tell you this, but I've booked you tickets to China.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to tell you this, Jays, but I've booked you tickets to touch grass. So, like the surprise look you gave me. So funny.
I keep trying to just keep my face at this angle of this very poorly edited Eric Badura.
I mean, you don't have to.
His entire face looks swelled. I'm just trying to like make my bottom of my face look as big as I can compared to the top part. Just going, the camera just.
Yeah, but yeah, it reminded me of the China. But so like in China, it gets like it's like 50-60% humidity at like 100-degree heat in the middle of summer, and you're trying to sleep without air conditioning. It's tough, man. I'll tell you what, it's tough. But I managed to do it for a whole summer.
I just want to go back. I just want to go back home.
Oh yeah. So you might think because me and James, we live in a desert, so it's like literally 0% humidity like all the time.
I didn't know what humidity properly was so
until today. Have you ever been anywhere where it's like super humid or?
Maybe, but like not.
I just don't remember.
Like I've definitely been to places that are humid and stuff, just not like as humid as this is.
Oh, okay. There's only one good thing that I like about humid places, and it's that you don't get nosebleeds very often, or like your nose and like throat doesn't dry up as easily as it does when you live where we live, which is 0% humidity. So you know,
I would trade nosebleeds in that heat for this.
I wouldn't trade.
I already get nosebleeds pretty often, so I don't.
Yeah, because like what happens in 0% humidity is that the air is so dry, it dries up like your sinuses and like the back of your throat, especially if you're going to sleep. If you're like sleeping and you wake up in the morning, I don't know if it's just me, but if you sleep and you wake up in the morning, everything is like bone dry. So yeah, I usually don't get nosebleeds either. But what are you doing, Jays?
What are you talking about?
I took a quick look on this. Have you been doing that the entire time?
No.
James is just like making a strained face at the camera, throwing up like hand signs.
Hold on.
Yeah, there you go. That's like your face whenever someone tries to give you a drink, and you're like you're sweating your ass off. It's your face like, thanks.
Hey sir, you want some alcohol?
Sir, have you been doing that to strangers? That's what you should do in the podcast. You like bring the podcast recording camera with you as you walk around, and then every time you see a person of interest, you go, sir, just like the super mega bit, where they do that too.
Oh, did you see the super mega meme I sent you?
I did actually. It's hilarious. Jackson Tucker will forever go down in a super mega history, dude.
I will never not find a Jackson Tucker meme funny.
I would never not look at the man the same way ever again. The man who loves tiki stuff. You forever go down in history as the man who likes that designer pants and the tiki drinks.
What was it that he bought? What anime was it that he spent like fucking $500 on?
I have I don't know, but it was like a collector edition of something.
I think it was.
And it was like $600.
I think it was Evangelion, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think it was that. Maybe it was Evangelion, like a collector's edition of Evangelion, and it was like $600.
You don't understand. This is
no, you don't understand. It's actually really good.
I've never watched it, but
I've never watched it either.
It's so much money.
I know it's a classic and it's really good, but I've never watched it.
I know Bruce Green has talked about.
You want add it on to the end of the list, baby. Evangelion.
We'll add it to the watch list.
Add it to the list.
To the front.
Woo!
I can't do the woo because I'm in a hotel room and I'm scared of people hearing me.
Is it not soundproof or something?
There's like a kind of big gap under the door.
Nah, who cares? It's not like they're gonna come over, knock on your door, and be like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, I have to mention something to you.
You've been what?
I'm in a disabled room.
You're in a disabled room? Why is that? Why are you saying that as if like you're surprised? Aren't you like horribly disabled? Why'd they put you in a disabled room? What, did you book it or?
I just asked for a room, and when I got to the front desk, the guy is like, "Okay, and you want the hearing impaired room, correct?" And I just go, "What?" Because I genuinely didn't hear him.
What? And he's like, I got it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, he kind of like nods his head a little, but then he asked me again, and I'm like, yes.
Yes.
I didn't fully hear him. I just heard you want the something hearing room. And I'm like, hearing room.
Hearing room.
Hey.
Even though hearing it came before disabled and So what's different about that room compared to other people's rooms?
It's right next to the elevators.
Oh.
And it says on the outside, this room is for disabled people.
That's really funny, actually. But it's also it also sucks if anyone is actually hearing disabled and now the room is taken. Jesus Christ.
Two eye holes.
Yeah?
In the door, there's one like super high up, and then there's one that's the height for a person in a wheelchair.
Oh, I thought it was like for a kid or something. Well, that's yeah, that's quite something.
Oh,
Well, I guess you're in a disabled room, and I guess that's the end of that, right?
Yeah. I have 3 more street signs I have to give away.
Yeah, do you have specific people you plan to give them to?
Yes, every person has a sign that's specifically going to them. There were
did you like specifically design it for them?
4 members of Face Jam. There were 2 Bleep Face, aka F Face ones, because only 2 of the members were going to be here, which were Eric and Jeff.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Huh? What'd you forget?
Also a part of that show, and I didn't give him that one either.
Nice. I mean, it's playing favorites is fine. Everyone plays favorites, so.
But he is my favorite.
The person that you didn't give the sign to?
They didn't say it. They even said that they didn't know who would be there. Alright, so I have 2 Face Jam signs. I have to give Michael his at some point, and then I have a.
I like how you're making this. I think you're making this way too big of a deal than it actually is. Because I'm pretty sure they don't really care if they don't get the sign.
You don't understand because you aren't here. You aren't.
Yeah, I'm not there in person. I don't see them in person.
No. You weren't here.
It's like in actuality, like you give two of the three people the signs, and the third person's like, ah, yeah, that's great. And then like the second you walk away, he's like, motherfucker. He starts breaking down, crying. Where's my sign?
Well, I felt really bad because I gave fucking Eric two of them, and I didn't give Nick a single one. He's also on the two podcasts.
Give them two. Give them none. God.
And then like I tried to give Nick one, and then like he ran off stage before I could get up to him because there was like a big crowd I had to wait through. And then I tweeted, didn't get a chance to give Nick or Michael their signs. I'll keep trying. And then he just likes it. He just likes the tweet. Say like, hey, you can meet me here if you want to give me a sign or anything. He just likes it. I'm like, okay.
Oh, you tweeted?
Yeah, I tweeted. I was like, didn't get a chance to give Nick Schwartz or Michael Jones their signs, but I'll try to find an opportunity in the next day or something. And he just likes it. I'm like, how?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh. Well, you know, James, you can always ask me, and I can go over to your workplace, make a sign real quick, fly on over there, and hand them to you and hand out.
No, Jay, I've already booked you a ticket.
I hate to drop this on you, but you're going to Texas.
Hey, Jay, I hate to drop this on you after you completely guessed with the joke, but you actually do have a ticket.
Wow, James. I'm so glad that you decided to give me this ticket. To fly on over to RTX. It's like you give me the ticket, but not a ticket to RTX. So I'm just in Texas, but I can't go to the expo.
I just need you to stand outside the window. I need you to, there is emotional support.
Nice.
I can't function without you, JD.
Emotional support.
I need somebody to bounce off of, and I'm alone.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can bring your sister. She's a big fan of our Rooster Teeth too, right?
She actually did really want to come, but my dad's like, no, you'll get kidnapped already. I'm not letting you bring her.
No,
like,
you are weak and frail and... Is that what it was like, James?
I'm like, Dad, we're literally like not even across the street from it.
Father, we are full-grown adults.
Like, hey, Jim, they're gonna find you if you stray
away
too
far,
and they'll throw you.
They will find you, and they will kidnap you. Okay, Jim?
He's like, they'll get you. They'll take your wallet and they'll deport you because they realize you're not from here. I'm like, where am I from? He's like,
deport you from Texas?
They'll kick you back over the border. I'm like, the border to Mexico? And he's like, yeah. I'm like,
what the fuck? Yeah, James. I mean, I always confuse you with, someone of Hispanic descent. So, I mean, I don't think it's like a weird thing.
I am George Lopez.
Dude, you basically look like George Lopez. So, you and him are the same person.
My sister really did want to come, and she was
Oh, you're breaking up a little bit. James?
When she's 18. Sorry, I was laying down talking.
Okay.
My sister, she's not 18 yet, so next year when she turns 18, she said that she'd really like to come.
Oh, okay.
That way it's like her own, like, she doesn't have to have parental permission, like, get on a plane and stuff.
I see. Okay. Well, maybe next year, huh? And maybe next year, if I get some stuff sorted out, then
we can get some bitches.
Maybe we could go to RTX and get some bitches, huh? Get some arcane cosplay, and we could really get them because if they cosplay as Jinx from League of Legends, then they are weak and frail and easily preyed upon.
Dude, I want the crippled one.
I want the one in the wheelchair. You take the one in the wheelchair, and I'll take the one that's hearing disabled. Jesus Christ. Disclaimer, everyone. We don't actually think that we these are all jokes. and we like to
I
fool
don't
around
think
a lot.
JD, that we want to date people who are disabled.
Don't take everything that we say serious. Don't take everything that we say seriously.
It sounds like you're trying to say we shouldn't date people who are disabled because they're not people too. That sounds like that's what you're saying.
Well, I mean, we could take that seriously. I seriously think that, but no, I'm joking. I'm yoking, dude. Just a little japing around, you know.
Don't yuck my yum.
I'm just yucking on disabled people's yum. Don't think too much about it. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoy our talk about disabled people, it happens every Sunday, and you can like, subscribe, and you can find us here next Sunday, next week, I guess.
What'd you say?
Where? Bring us out, James. Bring us out, James.
Are you looking?
I am looking. Bring us out, James.
Everybody, thank you for watching the podcast. Don't forget to go to James and last name on YouTube and no_last name.
Yeah, dude, go to James no last name. It's linked in the description, actually. It's linked in the description. Dude, a new episode on James' channel coming out soon, right, James? Within the next week.
Over so you get the convention episodes.
Oh yeah. Woo. Oh, and get some like underskirt shots for your boy here. Back at home.
I genuinely caught a guy doing that today.
Really?
Yeah, well, not
you
like
ask him for some pictures, like give him some money for the pictures.
Down at a lady, and I was just kind of like staring at him, and he was just
underskirt
kind of looking at me.
Over chest shots, you know.
Yeah, he genuinely was like. I was like going down the escalator, and I just looked over, and I just seen like a tripod and a camera, it's like angled straight down at the cosplay repair booth where a lady's sitting down. She's like in her cosplay and everything, and like it's really, really stuff. He just stared, and then like he looks up and looks at me, and I'm just making eye contact, and it's just like.
Never let him know your next move.
Give me the stuff nod. I'm like.
Never let him know your next move. Goodbye.
Yeah.